is our team call tonight. If you guys wouldn't mind muting yourself just in case. If you have any questions, put them either in the chat or unmute yourself and talk. Let's get started. So, team call, week at a glance. Monday, tomorrow is the National Wake Up Call at 11 a.m. Eastern. That's always on the Team Beachbody 411 page. You guys get on these. I don't care if you watch the recording, but this shares all the announcements, when all the sales are happening. They do the recognition. If there's any kind of promotions going on. Hang on. Is there any way I can get this as not my background? Yeah. Hang on one sec, guys.
You go into your video, like the little arrow by stop video, and choose virtual background, and then you can change it.
You don't want Ohio State every day of your life?
It's just glitching me out, and I don't like it.
What do you want?
Just I don't want anything.
Okay.
None. Good job. Thank you. All right. Featuring my mom. All right. Much better. Now I'm not psyching myself out the whole time. Okay. So like I said, watch the recording of this. Listen to it while you're in the shower. Listen to it while you're getting ready in the morning. Just listen to it. They have been having a lot of newer coaches on there, which I really like, because it's one thing to see coaches that have been in the business 10 years, but it's another thing to see coaches that have only been in it for 2 years or 6 months or whatever, and they're seeing success. I'm also hosting a free group starting tomorrow. Y'all, I'm going ham on it. I'm going to be sharing a lot more about it later in this call, but if you haven't started talking about it yet, I would dedicate your night to it, because I don't know about you, but I've been having a lot less conversations this month, and I think it's because people are literally scared what the fuck is going to happen with their life. They have no idea what's going to be when they're going to go back to work, if they're going back to work. So people just aren't spending that money up front. But you guys, I followed up with 100 people yesterday, 100 people today, and over 80 people the day before. I'm having so many conversations because I'm leading with something that's free first. Tuesday, there's a training in the Beachbody Champions page. Wednesday is the last day to rank advance. So if you want to rank advance this pay period, you better get on it by Wednesday. Thursday is payday, and then Friday we are having a cocktail hour that is going to be with the free group and our team page. So if you want to hop in there, share your wins of the week, just share what's going on with you, you are more than welcome to. All right, moving down. This is the final for April. I finished with 14 Success Club points. Katie had 4 Success Club points, making her Emerald, and we'll go there in a second. Julia had 2, Sam had 2, and my mom had 2. Our active coaches for April were Madison, Julia, Danielle, Katie, my mom, and Sam. So we had a really full leaderboard. I love seeing you guys up here. Moving on, so as you can see, the leaderboard changed a little bit. Ooh, had a little facelift. Loving it. But this is this week in the for Success Club points. So Sam has 4 Success Club points. Danielle is up there with 2 Success Club points, and my mom is up there with 2 Success Club points. Our top volume leaders were Julia, Katie's up there, and then Anna and Caitlin. And then our top coaches for the week are Sam, Danielle, my mom, and Julia. One second. All right, moving on. So this month we are doing a promotion with the team tank. If you want to get this beautiful tank top, you just have to hit Success Club 6. That's it. So that's helping 3 people get started this month. Who did I already say has Success Club points on the board? Danielle. Sam's almost there. She only has to help one more person. My mom. She might win a tank, But you have to help 3 people this month. Get yourself on the Success Club board. Moving on, we had a rank advancement. Katie hit Emerald, which is just amazing. Basically, that's the start of your business. That's when you start banking your volume and you start earning something called Team Cycle Bonus. You cycle for every 200 and 100 points, and I know that might not seem really significant to you, but that is a huge basis for your income. And when you hit Emerald, it's like corking your piggy bank. So the volume that you're getting from me, my upline, Kelsey Shackley, all of that's running through you, that starts to cork once you hit Emerald, and then you add on and you can build your weak leg. And again, we're going to talk about that a little bit more when the Emerald, I actually did Emerald in an hour call. I just did that event right before here. So stay tuned for that. But good job, Katie. She killed it. Our rank board that changed last month. We had 2 new coaches. Danielle was an Emerald, Julia, Katie, and Sam. And then I started doing these on the watch. So leaders on the watch, Emerald watch. Shaylin's super close to Emerald. Erica Stuckey is Madison. My mom, Anna, and Caitlin is really close. And then we have a diamond watch too. Danielle she's higher than an Emerald, so I put her in the diamond watch. Julia is on there, and then Sam R is also on there too. So keep an eye out for them. Y'all could be on there too. Moving on. So I did post a video in the team page. If you haven't watched it yet, jump in there. I did 2 important announcements. I talked about the free group, and then I also talked about the Business Builders Pod. This is basically just a message thread where we're checking in daily. What are you working on? What are your invites like? What are your follow-ups like? What are you doing for posts? Different things like that. So if you want to be in there, my only requirement is that you check in daily. I am really not in the mood to have these people that are like, you know what, I want to work my business, and then I never hear from them again for 4 weeks. Like, I want this to be something where we feed off of each other's energy, where we're super hyped up. So if you want in on that, let me know. Like I said, the only requirement is that you be putting in energy too. So I know Caitlin, me, and Danielle are the only ones in there right now. So I'd love to have you. Moving on. If you saw, like 20 minutes before the call, I posted this event. And it's called Emerald in an Hour. So I'm really sick of making Emerald like this huge first milestone, because it's doable. Every single one of you is doable. You're capable of this. So on May 19th at 6 p.m., we're going to be doing Emerald in an Hour. And what it's going to be is, what is Emerald? It's going to be super short and sweet. What is Emerald? Why the fuck you should care about what Emerald is? And then we're actually going to be working on it. I really have noticed that when I do these calls, I talk about Emerald, I share all this stuff about what it is, what it means, and then nothing happens afterward. And that's not the point of it. Like, I want it to be something hands-on where we can come up with a list of 10 people that could help get you to Emerald. So that's what's gonna happen. Even if you're past Emerald, I would suggest still hopping on it, because let's think about it. What is Diamond? Hitting Emerald over and over and over and over and over. That's it. So if you can master hitting Emerald, you can master any rank. And again, that's on the 19th. Moving on. Okay, so I've never done this before. I'm really super excited. So this is a Diamond Mastermind. You have to be an Emerald to get onto this call. So if you aren't an Emerald yet, do you notice how this past one was 2 days before? You have that much time to get on it. And there are trainings in the team page to get you to Emerald before that. If you're like, get off this call and you're like, girlfriend, I'm hitting Emerald like tonight, there are past trainings in our team page that are Emerald in 24 hours. Look it up. Do the work, and I'm more than happy to help you. Send me a message, be like, this is who I'm talking to. Do you have any invite ideas? Stuff like that. So our Diamond Mastermind call, this is going to be a super in-depth call where I literally go into your back office and I see where you should be placing your people to maximize your income, because you guys have probably heard me talk about this, that you can be building for rank or you could be building for maxing your comp system. And I want to make sure that you are building your diamond as strong as you possibly can. So we're going to go through and I'll tell you, this is where you should be placing this person. This is where you should be doing that. We'll make a game plan for you, how many invites you should be doing, how many follow-ups, how many more coaches you need, stuff like that. Set a goal date. And then those people on that call, we're going to be checking in with each other, and we're going to make it like a 3 to 5 day goal depending on where you guys are at. So it's going to be a really intense. If you need that accountability to get to that point, this is it. So that's on the 21st. Moving on, this upcoming Monday, so not tomorrow, but the Monday after, is Mixberry Energize is launching. Y'all, I don't care if this is not your jam. You're a coach, so you need to be getting this so you can send out samples, okay? I say the same with the programs. Like, bar was not my jam, but I still needed to learn about bar so I could help my clients that were interested in it. You need to be learning about this. What does it taste like? What are the pros and cons? Is it as effective as lemon, or is it more of a fruit punch? Like, we all know that lemon works a little bit better than fruit punch. But get in on it, and you can use the free samples. Be like, hey, when someone starts with Shakeology, you can send them some Energize. They're going to be addicted to Energize. We all know that. Like, once you start drinking it, there's no going back. So get the samples, try it out. I'm guessing it's going to be, Caitlin brought this up to my attention. It's a really long wait time for shipping right now. So expect to get this in 2 to 3 weeks. That's all I have to say. But that comes out on the 18th. I think they said they're going to let the initial drop happen and then restock later on. So I would get on the initial drop. Moving on. All right, hang on. All right, I talked about this a little bit in the team page. Y'all know that I am not a fan of free groups. I'm just not. They're a pain in the ass. They take so much time. They're just like so much effort and so much energy to have maybe 1 to 3 people join. But like I said at the beginning of the call, I was like, I'm sick of having not enough conversations to either get me to success of this month, get me to my goals, or whatever it is. Hang on, I see a flashing thing. Oh, you guys are talking about energize. Okay, so basically, like I said, I have not had the funnel of people that I could talk to actually get into my group. So I was like, what the hell? Gotta do something. So I was like, let's do a free group and really hype it the fuck up. So I have been putting so much work into this, you guys. I have it scheduled. I went live in the team page and I talked about this. I'm not going to be putting the pressure on you guys. I know this is kind of crazy. Some of us still have full-time jobs. You can add people to this group and you have to do nothing. All I ask is that you comment and participate just like you would in our regular challenge group. Set an example for the other people that are in there. But what was I going to say? Oh, add people to this. Be talking about it. I know Caitlin's been talking about it. I know Madison has been talking about it. This is a great opportunity. I shared the graphics in there. So if you want to host your own, that's awesome. But I also think there's something to be said about having that pressure of being like, Faith knows how many people I'm adding to this. You know, like I need to be adding my fair share of people. My goal is to have 100 people in there. I think we're at 27 right now. So we have some work to do. I'm not giving up. I'm doing 100 invites this whole week. I'm going to continue inviting to this till probably Thursday. Add as many people as you can, the people that have said no before, the people that have said not right now, whatever it is, the people that left you unread. I shared my script in the team page that I've been using, and I've been really having a good response to it. So if anything, I'm just getting their emails for the next time around when I have a group. Any questions about that? No? You can always just put them in the box. All right, let's move on. So another part of that free group is we're gonna have a cocktail hour. I think this is gonna add like a whole new level to it. I think this is gonna be super, like people are gonna feel like they're a part of something. And right now during this quarantine, I think people are really, really struggling to feel a part of a community. So this is something that they can lean on. They're gonna get a little glance of what it's like to be on our team and to have these team calls and just have the support and community that we might take for granted. You know, so I think that's going to be really awesome. It's Friday at 6. Even if you don't have anyone in the free group, come and join us. Have a cocktail, have some energize, have whatever, and come and share your wins of the week. It's going to be super laid back, super simple, and I hope that a lot of people are on it. Oh, one thing I wanted to say about the free group. The format's going to be a little different, so I'm doing a daily check-in with the workout. And then later, every afternoon, I'm going to go live with super short and sweet live, but like talking about a different topic and then giving them a task in the live video. So they have to watch the video to participate in the task. Make sense? All right. Transformation Studio. So I was thinking a little bit more about this. Bod groups is a fucking shit show right now. Like they're having so many problems. People can't access their workouts. People can't access the groups. It's just a hot ass mess. So I think I was supposed to open up this group on the 18th. I think I'm going to skip it to one more week. So basically I'm promoting the free group this week. Even while it's starting Thursday, I'm going to open up registration for this transformation studio. I'm going to get first dibs to the people in the free group. And then talk about it for about a week and then start it off the following week. Does that make sense? Because I just like feel like they need to work out so many more glitches. People are just like losing, like they can't have any contact with their clients. And I was like, you know what? I'm just not in the mood for that right now. I'm not in the mood to be a guinea pig in their new website. So we'll just kind of wait out the glitches and then head on over there. But I'm really excited about this. The group I'm going to be promoting is Transformation Studio. It's going to be all about mindset, strength, and balance. Again, you guys are all welcome to be in this. I ask that you're also bringing people into this. Like you guys all have coaching on your heart. You stepped up. Now step up and be a leader and bring some people into this. So Moving on. I talked about this in the team page a little bit. We are currently ranked 1,345 out of 400,000 plus coaches, which is just absolutely insane for a diamond team, because it's our volume. It's our volume that is making us so high up. But this is the thing, y'all. If we had the diamonds popping, we would easily be in the top 200, I think, which is just insane to me. So I want to go actually through, I know I did this in the post, but I would like to go through one by one and just kind of explain to you what you can do to help. So this isn't putting pressure on you, but I think just sometimes that like people are like, okay, this is a huge goal, but I can't do anything to help it. And that's so not true, because it's a team thing. Every single one of you has the ability to earn us 20 plus points. So I'm just gonna go one by one. Haley, you're on here, girlfriend. Hitting Emerald would be huge. That rank advancement, oh God, I sound like Trump. Don't delete me right there. It would be really big. Hitting Emerald and then holding it for 6 months. That's helping 2 people get signed up. That's it. And then if you consistently start helping us by hitting Success Club, that would be, I mean, that's the point every single month. That's huge. And then building yourself up to diamond, like that is amazing. You have the ability to help us tenfold over. Katie, you helped us. You have points on our board. You got us to this point by hitting Emerald. Now hold it for 6 weeks and then make your way up to diamond. Like, I know you're having the conversations. I know you're showing up. And I think if you really put your nose to the grindstone, like you'd be able to get there and hold it for 6 weeks. Caitlin, girlfriend, I know you're doing the work. I know you are. And I know you know what you need to do. You're 1 person away from Emerald. That's insane. And you get there, you hold it for 6 weeks, and then we start talking diamond. And I think honestly, for like your work ethic, you've been putting so much work in that once you hit that well and you start like getting the water from it, you're going to get a lot of people. So moving on, who else is on here? Danielle? Hang on, I need a drink. My throat's sore. I'm also drinking like a Pisco Sour, it's called, so it's like drying out my mouth so much, and I'm like, oh, this is a bad decision. Danielle, you hit Emerald last year, so you earned us points for last year's elite points, amazing. But this year you can help us by hitting Success Club, which you already have Success Club points on the board, and hitting diamond and holding. You have the ability to do that. You could be one of the, it takes 5 diamonds to go elite. You could be one of those 5 diamonds. So I know it's on your heart.
Do we get points for popping Ruby, or should I just, no,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Because I was I can strategize that out and hit Ruby, like, you know, with Team Cup, and hit Ruby before I do diamond, but screw it.
No, that's a good train of thought, but no, it's literally, in Team Cup, you're right, it would have counted as 3 points, but for elite, it only is emerald and diamond. And then you get 25 plus points for every star diamond on top of that. So if you go star diamond, that's an extra 25 points. 2-star diamond, more 25
2-star
points.
diamond?
Yeah.
2-star diamond? What?
And I love it. So the thing is, you guys all have the ability to do this. I think this is a really amazing thing that we could run for as a team. I'm starting to notice like a domino effect, and I think it's really cool that we're building up all this momentum and we're going to see it pay off. So that's what I have to say about elite. Moving on, I just want to do a quick goal check-in. Like, what are you working towards this month? What are kind of your big scary things? I'll start off if you guys want me to, because I have some big scary goals. My goals this month are to hit Success Club 46, and then get my mom's account to diamond and my brother's account to diamond. So that's 2-star, because I want to be able to open up my second business center. So that's my big scary goal. Who's next? I want to call on people if no one.
I'll go. I would really love to hit Success Club 10 myself, and then get my mom's account to Emerald and my brother's account to Emerald. I know that I could make myself diamond, like, with just 1 more month of Success Club after that. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. The more controlled accounts you have, like Danielle, as soon as she gets the people, she can place them under her, like her mom and her brother's account, because then she makes those emerald on their own and then just goes underneath. Like, that's huge. Like, as soon as you hit it, you're going to hit it fast, you know?
Actually, that might be diamond. I have to double check my little schematic.
Yeah.
If I have
Because you have 4
Or
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, if I have 4 more and get them both to Success Club 4 or more, I'm pretty sure that's diamond.
I think you need 4. So 3 and then an emerald. So you'd need 1 more on each leg. And then.
Yeah, because I already have Success Club 2. So if I have 4 more coaches
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 and 2, well, 1 and 2, because my mom already has 1.
Yeah. That'd be diamond. So what is that? 6 people?
I think
7.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7 people. All right, y'all. It's out there in the universe. Danielle's hitting diamond this week. All right, who's next?
I'll go next. My goal is just to get my account and Tony's account to Emerald because I can control his. So. Yeah.
I love that. Is that a week goal? Is that a?
Oh, that's just. I thought that was just like in general goal.
Oh, I think that should be like a week goal. Like,
Oh, okay. A week
that's
goal.
3 people. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, Katie.
Thanks.
So I've been thinking about it. I don't know. I want to see if I can keep like Hannah is a customer right now, my friend Hannah that's in, and she's like, I don't know if I want to keep like ordering stuff, so I'm going to make sure, see if I can keep her on as a customer. And then I want to help, because like truthfully I've only helped like 2 people, and so I want to like help more, and I want to be more adamant with like my invites and stuff, because I've been showing up and I've been like present, and so I want to see if I can get because I control my friend Ellie's account, and then I control my other one, so I want to try to get them, at least one of them, to Emerald, on top of like maintaining my Emerald status and helping build up that. Was gonna see if you wanted to like have a one-on-one, because now that I'm here I don't know what to do.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think you're in a very good position. Same with like Danielle. Like you can fill up those emerald legs and then make yourself diamond. You don't have to wait for emerald to pop. So that's huge. I would personally, just not before looking at your volume, jump on that. We can do a one-on-one call and look more at like your volume and like your placement. Yeah. But I would get at least 1 more to stabilize your emerald and then go to those other 2 people. Do you say your mom and Ellie?
Yeah.
I would make them emerald and then go back and add 2 more on each leg, and that's a diamond.
Okay.
So that's completely doable for you, I think. And who did you say Hannah, your friend, was? If she's gonna stay on as a customer, ask her if she just wants to be a discount coach.
Yeah.
You know?
I tried to get her to do it the first time and she's like, well, I don't really know. And so I'm gonna like kind of get in her ear a little bit more, because she's still like struggling with like the accountability aspect. So I'm gonna try to get her to like dive in farther.
Yeah.
So really
good. I love that. Well, let's schedule a call, okay?
Okay.
And you'll raising her hand.
Yeah, sorry, can I interrupt? When you say getting her to get more involved with the accountability aspect, I've heard from like on other trainings and stuff, if you ask her to like, for instance, if you had your own free group, like outside of FACE, and you're like, girl, would you be willing to help me do this? It can give her a little bit of confidence. Like, obviously you don't have to use that example, but just something like that, where you can give her a little bit of confidence, where she'll like, kind of like how coaching has led, like we've all been led to coaching because we wanted extra accountability. It'll kind of give her that with the confidence of, my friend thought I could help her, so like I'm gonna freaking do it, you know?
Yeah. I was gonna see if because I finished lift 4 this week, and like Ellie and I both like we're gonna do the next program together anyway. So I was gonna see if Hannah wanted to just do the next program with us.
Totally. So
that we can all like check in together and be like, hey, did you get it done today? Because like my schedule looks different than hers, and so it gives her a little bit more accountability. Like, I'm doing it, like, let's see what you do, kind of thing.
For sure. No, I love that. Awesome, Katie. All right, Haley, you want to go? Girlfriend?
Sure. I think like my goal, mostly like for this month is to actually like kind of start showing back up consistently on social media, because I've kind of done that in waves where like I'll be super consistent and then like I won't post for like months. So I want to do that. And then I have my mom like on the cusp of signing up. The only issue is she had some stuff with her liver going on, like where she was using natural products and basically like something in her liver was like too high. So like getting her to sign up for a challenge pack is basically impossible, because she's now convinced that all like natural products and things like that are going to like ruin her, which is the weirdest thing ever. But I keep like hounding her because she like really wants to like be more fit and stuff like that. And I'm like, come on, join my accountability group. Like, it'll be great. Like, we'll do the program together. So my goal is just to get her signed up.
Yeah, I think honestly, like send her the ingredients in Shakeology, send her that stuff, like so that she can educate herself and feel confident about it, you know?
Yeah. And then I'm also kind of working on my cousin as well, because I actually gave her samples of all the Shakio flavors and she loved it. And she's got PCOS and stuff. And I'm like, girl, like I've seen like people that have good results with it. And like she's doing like a Biggest Loser with her best friend, because she wants to fit into her wedding dress like from like for their anniversary, like at the end of June. And I'm like, girl, jump into one of my groups, even if you sign up for like 3 months, like that'll help you even more. So my goal is to get them signed up and be more consistent.
Dang, girl. Okay, I love it. Because think about it, like those two people one could be your controlled account, but that could get you to Emerald. And then you can start banking that volume, you know?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, good check-in. All right, let's move on. Lots more to talk about. So the meat of our call, finding your people on Instagram. I have heard this over and over again that you guys don't know how to do this, so I want to really break it down and make sure that we're going into detail. So if you have questions during this, please unmute yourself and ask them. Thank you. So it starts with you. I asked for volunteers in the team page for auditing of their Instagram. So I'm going to go through that in a minute. And if you want me to do yours, girlfriend, I would love to. So just tell me to. So it starts with you. And I'm in no way claiming my Instagram's perfect and I attract the perfect client, but it's also really good to have that outside view, you know? So what are you putting out there? Finding your perfect person starts with what you're portraying. So number one, you need a bright and close-up profile picture. I love landscape pictures. I love pictures of mountains and oceans and things like that, but that does not belong in your profile picture. People are trying to get to know you there. So have something super close up, something that has a bright background, make it personable. Next is your bio. We are going to go deep into that today. But I just wanted to do a little bit of a highlight first. So number 3 is your highlights. Are they cluttering or are they intriguing your people when they come to your page? One thing that I have seen recently is basically like a start here highlight, which I think I'm going to do this upcoming week, which kind of just like tells your story, who you are. So when people come to your page and they see start here, they're going to be like, what the fuck? And they go through it and it's going to be like, this is my story. This is what I have found. And this is how you can join me. And then number 4 is your top 9. Do your pictures portray who you are, your interests, different things like that? Now, Caitlin, Danielle, I don't think Madison's on the call. I love y'all to death, and you guys volunteered to have me go through your Instagram. So please know this is done with love. I love you guys all very deeply. All right, moving on. So I did a thumbs up and a red alert that this is kind of like a red flag. So this is Caitlin's Instagram. So for the positives, I put CHD Warrior. I love that because she's connecting with a very specific group of people. My only suggestion on that would be to maybe hashtag it so that people that are looking for CHD, whatever, they can find you. Because that's like a really powerful tool. If like first thing that pops up when they go to a hashtag is your profile, they're gonna be like, oh, this girl is a professional in this. She knows what she's talking about. Even if you don't really, but like that's something you're really passionate about. So I would do that. Your highlights spark interest. Personally, I really like the emojis. If you're not gonna use emojis, I would do like one word, not like forwards. I hate when it's like you can't even see it because it's like wrapping around. Your posts show interest and variety, and your pictures provoke interest. So as you can see, she has herself laying in a hospital bed. Obviously, that's going to be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But then she also has a fitness post. She has food, dancing, and then just a sweaty selfie. Like, she is like super, it's different things. It's not the same smile. It's not like the same thing every time. It's provoking interest. Now, for the red flags, again, these are all done with love, Caitlin. Okay, one thing to keep an eye out for, and I know this is different because Caitlin just had a huge season of push. When we were doing Teen Cup, how many people were you following a day? Like 50 plus? Like,
Yeah,
it was,
something like that. I know it's off a lot. I know.
yeah, it was crazy. But for like rule of thumb, your following should be about half of what your followers are, if not less. Like, mine is about a little less than half right now, and I want to bring it down. So that's just like one thing to work on. And again, that's not something that needs to be done immediately, but it's just something.
Yeah, and I go through and unfollow people like just, yeah, I clean it up. I just haven't done like the full like cut half all the people out. But
yeah, it's a slow and steady thing because you don't want to get blocked either. So it's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so next is the health and wellness website. Again, this is just personally, I'm just sharing with you what happens. When I see things like this, I'm instantly turned off. Same with, we'll talk about Madison's profile in a second that says coach. People want something they can connect with. If you're going to have a business profile, I would suggest having blogger. If not, change it to a curator's. I think a creator, not a curator.
I was like, what's a curator?
The creator's account, and I would do that because then it basically doesn't have the web, like whatever that is, like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's much more welcoming to people. It's not like, hey, I'm a business coming at you. It's, hey, I'm just a normal person coming at you.
Okay.
So one thing on here, Heart and Soul Squad, I don't know what that is. So that's just something that I think that it's unnecessary. And then why should people follow you before the more? See how it says more here? If people were to come on here right here, one thing a lot of people talk about when I watch trainings on this is your profile a dating profile, or is it how do I provide content for the people that are following me?
Okay.
Oh, I thought my mom was waving at me. I was like, so is it a dating profile, or is it how do you provide content? And I'll give some examples on that in a second. And then one thing I think that is really fun about you, I love your username, but I didn't understand it until you told me that you were 4'10". So you could say something that's like short girl love and fitness or something like that. Like I didn't know. I was like, fitness fun size. I was like, maybe she likes fun size candy bars. I didn't know. It's just like, maybe explain it.
Does it make sense now?
Yeah, it's like a really fun thing. So I was like, explain it, embrace it. And then the last thing is your profile isn't cohesive. So maybe I would take away the borders, unless you're going to go completely borders. I know some people do that, but I feel like it's just a better cohesive look when there are no borders and they all kind of look. So we'll talk about Etsy presets in a second, but even if you bought like a $3 preset package just to lighten things up a little bit, I think that would help a lot. Because the thing is, you have really good pictures. The pictures you're providing are good. They show you your lifestyle. They attract and interest people. It's just, let's lighten them up. Let's make them look a little bit better. So that's Caitlin's. Any questions on that, guys? Thank you for being a volunteer, Caitlin.
Oh, no problem. Throw me under the bus any day.
All right, here's Madison's highlights. I think, I really wanted her to be on because I had some good ideas about her bio. I really wanted her to be on, but okay, whatever. Her highlights, I think they spark interest, but they're not cohesive. Having one with a thing and then the rest are not, like, we got to make sure those look good, you know? The posts show interest and variety. I think it's really cool that she shows like different angles. She shows different smiles, close up, far away. Like, I think that's really good. And then her pictures provoke interest. Like I said, she shows things of her rig, her destinations, stuff like that. And then tagline, I was really excited about this. I'm pissed she's not on. But I think she calls herself trash, not me. So don't think I'm putting the name trash on her. But she calls herself Van Trash, and she could say something like a tagline of like Van Trash finding balance, or like Hiker Trash learning self-love and teaching others the same. So like, what value do you provide? And then also, like I said with Caitlin, hashtag it. Like she could be hashtagging van life, hashtag whatever. So let's move on to her red alerts. Again, following versus not followers needs to be a little bit lower. Her, why did I keep saying curator? I don't even know what a curator is. Creator, coach automatically, I think, just turns people away. As soon as they see that, they're like, oh, this person's trying to sell me something. And it's like, no, we're trying to provide value to earn your trust. All right, we're trying to provide this. So give them a reason to click the link. Why would I click this link? There's literally no reason. It's just there. So you could say something like, check out my free recipes, or check out my van guide, something like that. Or work with me, something like that. And then maybe explain username. Again, I had no idea what the fuck Our Blue Dream was. I was like, what does that even mean? Until I learned that her RV is called Blue. I didn't know that. So like, explain the username. And then highlights need cohesiveness. And then this one I thought that everyone could kind of learn from. So when I see this, I'm automatically like, ugh, runner, like not me. I used to use that Nike Run map. That's not me. But this is actually for, I think you pronounce it Ahmed. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But the black man that was shot and killed while he was running. One way to really connect with people is one, either use a graphic on this or like hold up a sign that says, I run with Ahmed. Like you're going to connect with so many people more on that versus just showing the route you took. Does that make sense? So really make it personal to you. Moving on. I hope she watches the recording because I thought that was a really good thing. So here is Danielle's profile. So I did thumbs up. I had to stretch this out because I did really long things here. So forgive me on that. But I really like the cohesiveness of Danielle's profile. Her username, super good. And I wrote on here pros and cons. So a lot of people in the industry say that your username should just be your name. Danielle Deloitte, Faith Austin, like whatever it is. I see pros and cons of it. If it's something like this where it means something a lot to you, go for it. If it's something you're gonna like, it's going to age well with you. Do you know what I mean? I think that's really awesome. So again, curator account. She actually has it. See how it doesn't say coach, it doesn't say anything here. She has a creator account, which I think looks very professional. Posts show interest and variety. So Danielle's huge on the self-love. She's like, it just shows a variety here. So I really like that. And it has a lot of the same colors. One doesn't, and it really sticks out. So that's why I'm really like, I'm not a fan of borders, but you can see like, if this thing was not, oh shit. If this thing was not here, this last picture, like look at how much those just like flow into each other. Like that looks so good. And then pictures show different interests too. I think Danielle talked about this, but like wearing your hair up versus down makes such a big difference. And see how she has like space buns, like it just spices it up. And I think Danielle can bump in, but I'm pretty sure she took, like, I know these are on the same day, but like I know you go out and like take pictures and change outfits. So a lot of these are done the same day. She just saves these pictures to post at different times.
Yeah, I try to just like go out and like have a couple different like outfit ideas in my head, especially like when my flowers were all blooming in the backyard. I was like, get all the pictures in front of the flowers. And then I only have to get cute one time and just like go from having my hair completely down to like halfway up to whatever, and then just edit them all and then be like, okay, which one have I not posted yet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit more in a little bit when we talk about posting pictures, because I know it's another picture question you guys have a lot. So for here, I put tagline. I really like this second one. We'll have to clean it up a little bit, but basically just like, what is your tagline? So I put two options here. Former self-loather, helping women say fuck you to the scale and find health in a sustainable way. So again, shares a little bit about me, but also how I can help you. Do you get where I'm coming from there? And then I really like this. Wasted blank years of my life hating myself and finally said fuck it. Learn to love myself and approach health in a sustainable way. Here to help you do the same. And then you could have a call to action, be like, join my next mentorship with a finger facing down emoji and have like the link. So let's go to what was not so great about Danielle's profile. So follower versus following. Again, Danielle and Caitlin and I were just in a huge season of push. So we have a little bit of gray area there. Like she was really hustling. So
That's
that's not
100 people a day for a month.
Yeah, so it's not like the end of the world, but it's just something to keep your eye on. I wrote here again, dating profile versus providing content. I think there's a nice happy medium between being like, this is who I am and this is how I can help you. Because I also see profiles that are like, I'll help you lose this many pounds. I'll help you do this. And it's like not that personal thing. It's like, no, I want to know your journey while also helping you take that step forward. So we can like, if you need help, like brainstorming things, I'm here to help. How do you serve your followers before the more? Because if I didn't see this link, I would just think this was a normal person. Like I wouldn't know she could do anything for me. Like I know that sounds really selfish, but that's what people are looking for. They're like, okay, this person seems cool, but what am I going to gain from this profile? What would make me turn her post notifications on? You know, what am I going to gain from this? And then give them a reason to click the link. I've said this with Madison's profile too. Like, why should they click this link tree? Is there a freemium? Is there something, I know people do like personality tests, but something that connects directly to you and how you can help them. And then maybe explain your username. Like that could be part of your tagline. Like spent blank years telling myself I wasn't worth it. Blah, 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 blah. Here to help you believe in yourself. Something like that. Lots of potential there. So hopefully that gets you guys' minds at least thinking a little bit about it. Again, if you want to send me yours specifically, we do a time at the end of this call. We can go through it together. I would much rather you ask for help than be living with a really shitty profile. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, like, I think it just helps to have an outside look. All right, moving on. Instagram bio. So we talked about this a little bit. Number one, how do you help your followers? Not in a cringy way, not in hire me and I'll help you lose weight. Hire me and I'll help you tone up. Like, no, we need to connect with them over a solid point. Number two, freemium - call to action. Why do they press your profile? Highlights. They need to spark interest and provide quick value. So maybe this is something that I was thinking about doing. Like, Danielle, I know you talk about this a lot, but you could have one highlight that's like having a off body image day. Here are 5 steps to help you turn it around. You know what I mean? And you can also save in that highlight all your posts about body image, different things like that. So there are lots of different things that, like, how do you provide content? Like, that's something that I want to change up about my profile, instead of just having, like, y'all know I love honey, but I need something that's like how I can help you here. I think the questions are a good idea. Save the questions that people ask you and put them under a certain thing, because chances are people are going to have the same question. This week, I'm going to be doing the start here thing. So like I said earlier, like when they come to your profile, they start here. Jess Massey has a really good one where it's like, this is what I do. This is how I help people. This is how you can get involved. Lastly, use hashtags. I talked about this a little bit with Caitlin. See how I have RV living? Every single time someone looks up RV living, my profile comes up. I'm not an expert in RV living, but they're going to get me as their expert, you know? So I also will say it, I would probably pick 1 to 2. I might change it up. I might be like, I don't know what I'm going to change it to, but change it up every once in a while so it's just something different. I wouldn't have more than 1. So I hope that makes sense. Moving on. See, this is another thing. And I know this is like, Faith, I want to know how to find people. I don't want to have critiques on my Instagram. I get it, but it's useless if you're finding your perfect people and they're not coming to a page that connects with them. If they come to your page and they're like, this person's a hot ass mess, why would I follow them? So you need to have a really nice storefront, you know? So what the fuck do I post about? Number 1, make your 10 things list. If you have not made that list yet, girlfriend, I don't know what you're doing. 10 things. Who are you? What do you do? What missions do you stand for? And most importantly, what are your pain points? For me, for example, I have like PCOS, struggling to lose weight, hated how I looked in the mirror, things like that. So not only like I'm like when I was a student, that obviously that was it, but that wasn't my whole fucking personality. You know what I mean? Like my job isn't my whole personality. I have many other things to offer. So who are you and what do you stand for? And this could be as simple as, I love margaritas. I talk a lot about loving margaritas, different things like that. So make your list of 10. Take pictures that have to do with those 10 things. So like if you have a child, obviously have some pictures with the child. Notice how I said with. Your profile should not be just a picture of your child's face. Like if I were to see you in your stories and I hadn't seen your face in like 5 months, I'd be like, who the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like I need to be seeing your face every day too. Caitlin had a really good example of, she talks about food a lot, like healthier recipes. She had a picture of food on her profile. What are your 10 things? Take pictures of them. And then like Danielle said, batch the content. You can devote one day that's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to have 5 different outfits. I'm going to go to 3 different locations, my bedroom, the living room, and outside. And I'm going to take these different pictures. I'm going to do different poses. Y'all, if you're still learning this, look up different people's profiles and look at the different poses they're doing and just do it until it starts to feel less weird. Like it's going to feel weird no matter what. But if it's just you taking them with your tripod, it doesn't matter. Like people want to see your face. So cycle through the 10 topics for each post. Now, one thing I'll say about your caption, it has to be a problem to a solution. So think about this when you're doing it. What problem do people have and how are you helping solve it? Another way to think about it is feel, felt, found. Girl, I understand how you're feeling. Give an example of it. I felt the same way. Give an example of when you felt like that. This is what I found, all right? And it doesn't have to be huge, but it could be something as simple as struggling with being consistent to something as simple as struggling with mental health issues. Like there's a wide plethora of things you could talk about. And lastly, if you're a really busy person, you're working, maybe you're a mom, you have 1,000,001 things to do, use an app called APPHI, it's called Affy or something like that. You schedule your posts. There's no reason not to be posting consistently when there's something like that happening. Batch the content, figure out the captions. I've heard so many trainings of team calls where they're like, I would sit down Sunday morning and spend 2 hours writing captions for the week. That's all they would do. And then they would batch the pictures and schedule it out for the week. If you want to make this work, you will make it work. End of story. Moving on. How do I actually find people? So now we're coming to the meat of what you guys actually asked me. So there's lots of different opinions. Hashtags, should you be doing 531, which is basically like 5 likes, 3 comments, 1 message? Should you be doing sponsored posts? Should you be doing bots? Should you just hope for the best that people will find your profile? None of these are great options, y'all. None. So what you can actually do to find people, go to a friend's profile. I think the smaller the better, to be honest. If they have less than 500 people that are following them, prime people, because you know that they're very niche down. You know what I mean? So like go to your friends, go to an account you like. I follow a lot of hikers. I follow them. I go to the people that are interacting with their profile, because chances are if they like this person, I'll also like the person that they're interacting with. And then start interacting with those people. I would say, honestly, minimum 15 people per day. So let me just reemphasize this. I go to an account that I like. Maybe I think I'd have a glass of wine with them. Maybe they hike some cool trails. Maybe they hike with their dog, stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? I like their vibe. I look at the people that are interacting with their stuff. I think I like their vibe as well. I start connecting with them, do a few likes. I follow them, stuff like that. You can also add them to a collection. If you don't know what that is, just YouTube a video of it. I think I shared it in the team page. There's a way to have collections. You can save your people. I have like Dream Team. I have accounts I really like, accounts to find people from, stuff like that. I used to be, I guess everyone used to do this, where you would go to really big profiles like Target or Aerie, or Target does it again, and go find them. Y'all, everyone and their mother loves Target and Aerie and all these other stores. You need to niche down, whether that's people you're already friends with or accounts that you like, stuff like that. Again, the smaller the better. I would rather interact with 3 accounts that are under 200 followers than 1 account that has 200 million followers, because it's so niche down. Does that make sense? Can I get an amen? All right, moving on. Other helpful info. Make your posts shareable or savable. And what does that mean? When I want to look at your post again later on, do you have a post that, like, for example, I have a folder in my phone that's 4 bad days, and it's Instagram posts that I've saved from people that write about like things that are really hard that inspire me, stuff like that. Is this savable or shareable? Now, a lot of people in Beachbody are doing like, save this recipe, save this workout. And I'm not saying those aren't bad, but if you're providing value with something a little bit deeper than that, that people can't find everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to be super specific. Haley and Katie, you guys are both teachers. You could do something that's like helpful hints on fitting mental health and physical health into a teacher's schedule. And you could be like, this is when I fit in my journaling. This is when I fit in this. And like, talk about it specifically to teachers. Do you get how I'm making it more than just like a busy person? Caitlin, heart stuff, girlfriend, like talk about it till you're blue in your face. You're good about it. Like you're very, I don't want to say you're talented, but you have the experience, use it. You know what I mean? Danielle, you're huge into body positivity, self-love, things like that. Be super specific. Like I talked about earlier, when you're having an off day, save this for when you're having an off day. 5 tricks to help get you out of that mindset. 5 tricks to help reset your mind, different things like that. Like how can you connect to your very niche down niche. God, I hate myself. All right. Comment on other people's stuff. I put a duh there because I need to remind myself about this a lot. We're on social media. We need to be social, all right? If people are seeing us commenting on other people's stuff, that drives them to our profile. Like, if not just like cute outfit, nice, heart emoji, like a really thoughtful thing, that's how you're gonna get people to come and be like, oh, I really like that comment. And it could be something like I think Danielle does a really good job of this. When she sees like she's an Enneagram type 2. I'm not. But when she sees a post, she'll write like this whole comment about how she connects with it, all this different stuff. Everyone that sees that post is going to see that comment and they're going to be like, oh, this girl, okay, let me click and check it out. So you're driving people to your feed by just doing something super simple that you should be doing anyway. And I'm saying duh because y'all, I suck at this, okay? I can't even tell you how often I find myself scrolling and not even liking. I don't know where my brain is. I'm like, they don't deserve a like. Like, I'm such a brat. But okay.
I get in my head and I'm like, I only have a certain number of likes. I can't like everything. I'm like, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, find niche communities. I can't tell you how many different teacher pages there are. I can't tell you how many different heart things there are, how many different self-love groups, how many different podcasts there are about these specific topics. Get in those groups and start commenting on things. Now, I'm not saying, hey, come check out my page, I sell this. Talk about it. Connect with the things. Share the different things. A lot of these pages that are like, oh shoot, did we lose Katie? Oh no, she's there. A lot of these different pages, they're still small too. So you being in there and connecting, like that's huge for helping them, but it's also huge for getting your name out there. Use a preset off Etsy. If you guys aren't using presets yet, y'all, make your life easier and buy a $4 fucking preset, okay? Now, I will not lie. It took me several presets to find the one I actually liked. So I would not invest a shit ton of money until you really find a vibe you like or something like that, and then go for it. Use the presets. It makes it so much easier. You use Lightroom. They walk you through it. It's super easy. Okay, last but not least, be fucking consistent. Haley talked about this, and she's right. You can't just show up one week and then show up 3 months later. You need to be on your stories. You need to be posting. You need to be sharing. You need to be showing up. How can you expect other people to show up for you if you're not showing up for yourself? Simple as that. Be consistent. And I'm not saying you have to be in your story all day, every day. You guys, when I was in school and I was working 2 jobs, I would literally save things on my phone to post during the day because I didn't have the time to do it. And then Caitlin does a really good job of this where she'll be like, hey guys, I'm back. Like, she'll like be working or something like that. And she'll like, this is what I got done while I was at work. And she'll share her schedule. So she's sharing for all those other 8 to 5 babes that you can make this work too. And I think that's really, really powerful. Moving on. Whew, I'm getting out of breath. Okay, so this is really aggressive, but it was in a training that I watched about with Steve Ennis. If you guys didn't see what I shared, they make literally, I can't even imagine this. I told my mom about it. I was like, about it. They make 130 grand a month coaching. A month. Can you even imagine that amount of money? And he said this in one of his trainings. He was like, he was basically talking about how people make this business so complicated. Like there's so much to do. They overcomplicate it. And it's so simple, you guys. If you are doing the daily vitals every single day, look, I printed it out. If you are doing these vitals every single day, your business will move forward, period. That's it. Like you need to be doing the daily vitals. And if you're like, and I'll be that person because I was that person who was like, you know what? I know what I should be doing. I don't need to be doing it. It's fine. And you know what? I go back and I look at this and I'm like, oof, I really missed this a lot. Didn't talk about this. Hadn't been doing that. And I was like, well, damn, no wonder that I'm struggling to hit Success Club. Like, no fucking wonder. So he said at the end of this training, he said, do you want this to work? Go fucking get it. No one else can work your business for you. If you have these goals, you want it to work, you're the only person who can. And that's what's so cool about this is every single one of us is qualified to make this work. There's not, you have to have a bachelor's degree in this. There's not anything like that. You are capable because this business is built around you. End of story. All right, that's enough of me talking. Questions? Does anyone want to do their Instagram profile? What are your thoughts? Whew, I'm out of breath. Danielle, you can stop it. Stop the recording.